Hey, I'm Karen, and I'm a mom to two amazingly neurospicy autistic kiddos. I don't have the time or tech skills to make a podcast intro, so let's just get into it. This is the NeurOrdinary podcast. Parenting an autistic child can be challenging, but it becomes even more difficult when you don't have support from your own family. Today, we'll explore what happens when you don't have a reliable support network and discuss strategies to help you navigate this all too common situation. Remember, you are not alone, and there are resources and options available to help you through this journey. There's a lot of reasons why your family may not be there to help and support you, whether it's because they're far away, they are no longer in your life for some reason, or you've discovered they just aren't a source of support you want to rely on right now. Let's get into what you can do to help you and your child get through this. So, to start, let's get this one out of the way. In case no one has told you, takeaway number one is that it's okay to cut ties with family members who treat you or your child badly. As parents, our primary responsibility is to protect our children and create a safe environment for them to thrive. If you have family members who are treating you or your child badly, you need to prioritize your child's well-being and consider cutting ties with them. Now, I realize it takes courage to make this decision. Family ties are often seen as sacred, but when your child's happiness and emotional well-being are at stake, and sometimes even their safety, as their parent, you have to take action. Surround yourself with a supportive network of chosen friends and professionals who understand and appreciate your journey. It's going to be different, and they may not be willing to babysit, but it's also unlikely they'll do serious harm to your child, either accidentally or on purpose. I remember the difficult decision I made to cut ties with some toxic family members. It was a journey and not a one-time event issue. But eventually, after enough stuff happened, I realized that my kids' happiness and emotional well-being were more important to me than maintaining a toxic relationship. Cutting ties was one of the best choices I ever made for our family. In fact, going no contact with my challenging family member was the start of me realizing I deserved self-care. That one decision freed up not only enough energy to be the best parent I could be to my kids, it also gave me the energy to start my marketing agency, which has gradually morphed into me being a full-time self-care coach now. Kind of funny how things work sometimes. So takeaway number two is seek respite care services to find support when family support is absent. As we all know, parenting any child, but especially an autistic child, can be demanding, physically and emotionally. Finding respite care services can provide much needed support and relief for parents who don't have that natural support from their families. Respite care offers temporary relief to parents by providing trained professionals who can care for your child while you take some time for yourself. It's essential that you take time to recharge and focus on your own well-being so that you can continue to be the best parent possible. I recommend exploring resources like your local Parent Resource Council, which offers a range of services. They can direct you to support and respite care services as well. You can find the link to their website in the show notes below. Respite care has been a lifeline for me. It allows me to take care of myself and recharge, knowing that my kids are in good hands. It's a valuable service that can provide much needed support when the natural family supports aren't there. Takeaway number three, your job is to protect your child, even if it means walking away from a bad situation. As parents, our main responsibility is to advocate for and protect our children. Sometimes this means making the difficult decision to walk away from a bad relationship or situation, even if it involves family members. It's important to remember that your child's well-being and safety is paramount. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends and professionals. Find organizations who understand and appreciate your journey. Seek out local support groups for parents of children on the spectrum where you can connect with others who may have experienced similar situations. That community is integral to helping you build up the support network you need. Because walking away from a toxic family situation can be incredibly difficult. And when I did it, I knew it was the best choice for my child's happiness and development. Surrounding ourselves with positivity and support has made all the difference for my family. And I did find comfort and understanding in support groups and connected with other parents who face similar challenges. Takeaway number 4, the importance of self-care. It's that it helps you prevent resentment and burnout. This is so important because parenting an autistic child can be demanding, to put it mildly. This often finds parents, being in a position where they just don't have time for themselves. Practicing self-care is crucial to prevent resentment and burnout. Taking care of yourself allows you to be more present and better equipped to support your child, especially on the bad days. But how do you find time to make self-care happen? I find moments to recharge throughout my day. Whether it's through hobbies I enjoy, exercise, going to see my therapist, meal planning, if that's your thing, or simply just taking some time to have a mommy break, as I like to say. Remember that you deserve self-care and support just as much as your child deserves care and support. You need to make time for self-care without guilt or hesitation, especially if you don't have that natural family support to back you up. Prioritizing my self-care has allowed me to approach parenting with renewed energy and a greater sense of balance. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for both me and my children. I've learned to carve out time for activities that bring me joy and relaxation, which has had a really positive impact on my overall well-being. It's improved my approach to parenting and my desire to keep doing the hard work of raising my kids and being a better parent to me being a better parent to my kids than mine were to me. Takeaway number 5, acknowledge the absence of help from your family while recognizing their limitations. It can be really hard to face the reality that your own family isn't providing the support you need. But you have to acknowledge that they may not have been capable of offering the help you needed or the help you expected. Every individual has their limitations and their struggles. And often, since autism is genetic, your family member may be dealing with their own neurodiversity symptoms and challenges with or without the benefit of having a diagnosis. While it can be disappointing, focusing on the present and seeking support from other sources can help you build the strong support system that you need, full of people who understand and are willing and able to meet your needs. Explore local resources, organizations, online or in-person support groups that cater to parents of autistic children. These communities can provide valuable insight, advice, and a sense of belonging. And you'll be surrounded by people who know what you're going through and won't judge you for the challenges you and your child are facing. It takes time to accept that your family can't provide the support that you need. I know it did for me. It took a couple years. But by seeking support elsewhere, I've discovered an incredible network of understanding, compassionate, and autism-aware individuals. They have become my chosen family, and their support has made a significant positive difference in all of our lives. Though it can be challenging to parent an autistic child without natural supports from your family, you're not alone. It really does seem to be most autism parents I know are at least not speaking to some other family. And as a friendly reminder, before we wrap up, it is okay to cut ties with toxic individuals who may be making life harder for you and your child, or at the very least, severely restrict the amount of time they have access to you or your child. Prioritize your child's well-being, practice self-care, and find support from other sources. You may be surprised to see that things actually improve once you realize that the help and support you thought you deserved and could get from your family probably was never going to be quite as helpful or supportive as you hoped, if it ever showed up at all. Remember, you are stronger than you realize, and your love and dedication make an immeasurable impact on your child's life. Stay strong and keep advocating. You are not alone. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment or review letting me know what you thought about today's episode. And whatever you do, keep it spicy.